time on Stay Tuned. These tires go up in smoke. Please take a second and go over to the Stay Tuned merch store. We've got a rack of shirts from the original Stay Tuned shirt, Angelos Gym. We're gonna lose the shop, and my new Firebird shirt. Check it out, and there's lots of stickers too. Welcome back to Stay Tuned. I'm Tony Angelo. Today we're gonna talk about burnouts, how to do them, and why this RX-7 apparently won't do them. Burnouts are sweet, they're super fun, right? You get your tires spinning, front, back, all of them, make a bunch of smoke, get them nice and warm. Maybe launch it down a drag strip, maybe just do it for cool points. Australian dudes have elevated burnouts to like a cool, artful science. Japanese dudes do them while they're going sideways, drifting their cars. That was their sort of thing. And what we do here in America usually is we launch our cars straight down a drag strip. That's kind of big here. And we use a nice burnout to get the tires nice and sticky before we launch them. But this RX-7 doesn't want to do it. So this is our basic cheap RX-7. This is a second gen RX-7 that we tossed a pretty mild small block Chevy in. Just took a stockish rotating assembly with a camshaft, put on some Summit heads, big old Holley carburetor, and let her rip. What do you think this makes horsepower wise?
Maybe 300?
No.
75? You thinking more?
What? 300? With these heads? I'll give you 340.
All right.
340 or so, which in a car that really weighs probably 2,700 pounds is enough. It's enough to have some fun. And what's cool about these cars, they're small, they're compact, they're rear wheel drive, they got a giant engine bay. They're perfect for these kind of shenanigans. Like, yes, they came with a bitchin' rotary that like breathes fire and runs all sorts of turbo boost, but they're tough to keep together, and we didn't have one, so we slapped this in here just for a fun basic drag car. Last time we were here, we have this little dragging computer, and we're trying to get this car just to launch as hard as we can. And we did 0 to 30 miles an hour, which apparently we can do in this like 12 parking spot little lot, which is awesome, but we never got it to spin the tires, and I want to get it warmed up enough that we can put some compound down and really try to knock that time down and just get this thing to hook. So I'm gonna try it. We're just gonna see. This car, it's basically independent rear suspension with a trailing arm, and it just wants to go.
This thing squats like
it just wants to go, right? You want to try to do one?
Yeah.
Hop in. We brought some, track prep. We're gonna lay it down and try to get this thing to go, to 0 to 30 in 1.5 seconds, which would mean it's pretty nasty leaving the hole. And we can't get it to do a burnout. So we slapped this small block Chevy together. Zach sat at a 350 short block laying around. We grabbed some Summit heads and a Holley carburetor on it. And of course, just slapped it together. Didn't measure anything. Little like, Scotch-Brite on the cylinder walls. It's our most reliable car. It runs like a top. It starts in 1 set. It starts instantly. That's the way it goes. Carburetor's too big. Just set the total timing and send it. It rips. Go ahead. Give me a burnout. It hauls. I mean, it jams. It just takes off. Yeah, this thing just wants to go.
Where are we at now?
Dude.
As hard as I can hold the brakes now.
Yeah, that was on the brakes?
I pumped it. What's in on the tire?
All right, we got 10 PSI in the rear tires. These are 9-inch slicks.
Yeah. Put them up a little.
Are these not? Well, let me see you do one more.
8.5.
These are 8.5-inch slicks. 26 by 8.5. Mickey Thompson EG drags. Let me see one more. This is just a gravelly parking lot, and this thing just shoots.
So grippy, dude. Crazy.
All right, light car. These things squat like crazy. Trailing arm cars put a lot of weight down in the back. You can see the tire just wrinkles up.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Put them
On
up
a
like,
prep track, this thing's gonna kill, but I'd like to see what it can do here. So let's keep going up and try to get this thing to spin that back
So we
tire.
got 10 in
What
them
we want
now
to do is
with
spin it
15.
long enough to heat it up, then we'll throw some compound down. So we had 10 PSI in it. Let's go to 15. See what it does. This is an automatic car, so it's a little bit easier than doing a burnout in like my Firebird, which is a 4-speed car. Basically this, you're just gonna put your left foot on the brake, pump it a couple times, hold it stiff, and then just hammer on it. Converter should lift up, and start the rear tire spinning without pushing the car out, but it's got so much grip.
And this was like pumping the brakes like 5 times and get as much line pressure as possible. And it's like,
Yeah.
not having it.
Not happening. Too much go. This thing's got too much go. I love it. All right, we've upped the rear tire pressure to 15. We'll see if Barb can do a burnout with this thing now. This car wants to go like crazy. This is just blown stock suspension. We haven't touched the suspension. The brakes we freed up, they work pretty good, but they're no match for how bad this thing wants to scoot.
Good.
All right, give me. I mean, a little bit. It like maybe spun a little. It's just going. That's not a burn. It's certainly not a burnout. Where I want to see car tires churning, second gear, going. Nothing? You going in second? First. Okay. Do another. Try one in second. Nope. He can't do it. All right, the quickest we got this thing to go 0 to 30 mile an hour before was like 1.8 seconds. Again, what we want to do, and it was like not dialed in. We want to lay some traction compound down here and see how quick it can go, just to get it pumped for the track. So we haven't got it yet. You want me to try to hold it? We want to go up in tire pressure. The idea is we're going to lay the stripper glitter down.
Yeah.
And then we have to spin it and warm it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can up the tire. It's still hooking. At 15 pounds, it's still dead hooking.
Okay.
Pretty much, right?
You want to go up? You want to try to water down?
You can try and put a little water down.
Okay.
See if that does it.
Okay. You got something? Got a bottle? This car is going to be the best little drag car. For what this thing is, it's crazy. It's just an old RX-7 on blown out shocks and springs. It just squats and it's like dead hooking. It just wants to be out. I don't understand it, but I like it. And people do a lot of work to their drag cars to make them have this much grip and want to go this hard.
Make you feel like you're going in the pit right before a hit.
Yeah, yeah, getting pumped.
Got Barb, the water guy.
Yeah, water dude.
Big water guy.
Just gonna hammer them down a little bit. I like to see these things smoking.
Yeah, me too.
Got some smoke coming out.
That's good.
You gotta pull it into the water. Dudes are like, never do it. Never do the burnout sitting in the water, because then it'll throw water up on your tires and then it'll come back down and screw with your traction as you're trying to launch the car. That's a tip somebody sent me. You're in it now. Spun a little bit.
That was something.
It spun a little bit. He's not going, he couldn't sit on it. Fog it down?
Yeah, that was second gear too.
Okay.
I'll try first.
Try it in first, yeah. Here we go. Try it in first. I think he's hitting a limiter. It's spinning, but he's not able to hold it. We feeling like, are you hitting the limiter?
Oh,
Okay.
we don't have a limiter.
Okay.
Do we?
I don't know. It sounds like something. Let me
Definitely
try this
not.
thing. Let me try one out. Let me see what it feels like.
Do it, baby.
That's a trained foot right there.
Yeah, that's a
I want to see how much
buckle
harder.
up.
I want to see how much harder you can push the brake pedal down. I don't know if it's like pushing the brake harder or pushing the gas harder that's going to be the success here, but it's crazy grippy. I can't believe it.
That's something.
Yeah,
That's as good as I could get it to stay.
I think so.
All right, you think that's enough? We need to call it the big guns. We really want to get it to churn So the idea is we have this stuff. Get it. Go get the stuff.
Good stuff.
Yes.
Stripper glitter. I keep it back here for
It's
special
called
occasions.
stripper glitter. Don't know that I approve of the name, but the idea is this.
It's this PG stuff.
It's
right
nothing
here.
stickier than stripper glitter.
Get a waft of this.
Smell like Kool-Aid?
What does it smell like?
I don't know, man.
Smells like acetone and a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know much of anything anymore. I don't think I could do simple math now. 1 plus 6 is a 14.
Close.
Yeah, is that right?
Yeah.
What just happened? I feel like you put that on a rack, I would pass out.
You absolutely will.
Woo! All right, so we wanted to just sit there and churn. We're gonna lay down that traction compound, but it's gotta be doing a burnout where it's gonna launch from with the tires getting hot. And so our perfectly stupid idea is that we're gonna strap it to this dumpster that's pretty full, and I think that might get us there, and then we'll launch this thing to some kind of crazy time. Right by that, right here.
Oh yeah. Should we go one side all the way around the dumpster and then through here?
The dumpster's got these handy dandy
They're like burnout hooks.
burnout hooks on it,
Here.
yeah.
We're gonna hook it to the dumpster first, even though we know.
You're gonna pull that right away. There's nothing in it.
Yeah.
Okay. You gonna use that instead? All right. Brad says we can't use the dumpster. New plan. Forklift.
He's forklift certified.
Where's his hard hat?
That's how you get all the girls.
No brakes?
There's no brakes on.
The old glitter.
There we go. We're street outlaws now, man. We're no prep dudes.
I'm just curious on the forklift of it. It worked way better than I expected.
I was trying to just be gone when the smoke cleared, like a magician. All right, you want to try it? Look, my hand's stuck to the bar. We gotta line it back up in there, and it's gonna go good.
Yeah.
It's a good track.
Let's bring it over a little bit.
Yeah.
Do an instant drag strip.
I don't understand.
Feels very fast. You're good. I'm gonna try to launch it hard. Ready? Yep. 1, 2.
All right, stop. Let it stop.
Stop. What happened? Fell fast.
Doesn't say anything.
All right, we're having some technical difficulties. We ran this thing at 1.81 seconds to go 30 mile an hour before we did any of this prep work. I'm sure it's faster now. I can't wait to get this thing to the track. That's how to do a burnout, and also not how to do a burnout, and then how to really do a burnout. And that's it for this episode. Stay tuned. Next time you see this thing, it'll be ripping down the track. If you got an idea what this is going to do in the quarter mile, you got to tell me in the comments, because I think I know, but I'd like to, I'm not I'm not an expert. Let me know. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. We'll see you guys next time.